What is the pettiest, silliest, most meaningless hill you are willing to die on? The people on the elevator exit first. That means before the losers waiting for the elevator enter. Always. Every time. No exceptions. If I'm riding an elevator and you try to get on before letting me off, I will make it awkward for everyone involved, and I will have literally no shame. Is negative shame possible? I will have negative shame for making you feel awkward trying to block me from getting off the elevator. Eater, apparently my new petty hill to die on is that negative shame is obviously intended to be humorous. I know what pride is, people. After you finished using something, say, a pair of scissors or a flashlight, put them back where they fucking belong so the next person can use them. Please don't try to have a conversation with me when I'm in another room, especially if I'm doing dishes, laundry, making food, showering, etc. I'm trying to listen to you, but cannot clearly hear what you're saying. Odds are I'm going to ask you to repeat yourself 3 times or I'm going to ignore you until I can come to where you are. Either way, you'll likely be pissed about it. I now understand why that pissed my mother off so much when I was younger. Edit. Much obliged Reddit family for the gold. For the love of all holy fricks, if you take the last of something, throw the fucking box/bag away. Sincerely, all parents everywhere. In the freaking trash can, not on the counter above the completely full trash can. Take the trash bag out of the can, add that box bag to it, tie it up, and take it to the big bin outside. Then come in and add a new bag to the can. Having any sound coming from your phone over the speaker in public. TF is wrong with you? I don't need to hear your shooty music or your conversation. Scrape your damn plate off before putting dishes into the dishwasher. I'm home from college right now, living in a 5-person home, and my sister is the only person who understands this. Everyone else basically puts meals in the dishwasher, or they let things like cereal get stuck to the plates and cups, which drives me crazy lol. It's a dishwasher, not a garbage can. Chew with your mouth closed. I can't stand it when people obnoxiously smack their food in their mouths. Good lord, please chew with your mouth closed. Close the dang cabinet doors. Close all the doors. OMG, my fiancé does this. Never completely shuts the cabinets in the kitchen, medicine cabinet, or his dresser drawers. Infuriating. That if my wife just stops asking me questions and watch the movie, she'll understand what the movie is about. Edit. For the record, my wife is the best person in the world, and if I were to answer this question for her, she'd probably tell me that the way I load the dishes will eventually give her a stroke. Her way does get them cleaner after all. You're not the only person in the grocery store, lady. Move your cart to the side in anticipation of others trying to get by. It's not predicting the future, and you really need to work on your spatial awareness. Edit. I've long held the opinion that there are 2 kinds of people in this world: shopping cart people and non-shopping cart people. And just remember, it's always malice, never ignorance. I will argue all day long with people who use apostrophes when something is plural. Please stop. When you're talking about plural and possession, for example, if you want to talk about his multiple sisters and their possessions, is it his sister's creativity, his sister's creativity, or his sister's creativity? I learned it was apostrophe after S when I was young, and I've died on this hill so many times, but now I don't know if I was right or wrong. People that don't know the difference between losing and losing get my downvote every time. People who don't mix their sour cream so it isn't suppy on top before they use it, what is wrong with them? It's as bad as people being okay with the ketchup precum dribbling all over your food. Shake the damn bottle then squirt. Many years ago I had 2 friends over. One friend fell asleep on my couch with her mouth up. Other friend proceeds to prank sleeping friend by squirting mustard into her mouth. Did not shake bottle. Sleeping friend awakens and spews mustard water on pranking friend. For some reason this memory has instilled the always shake the bottle first habit. Leaving the lights on when there's no one in the room. This is such a stupid thing, but it just gets on my nerves. I bought the house, so the spot in the driveway closest to the front door is mine. Roommates, park your asses on the street. Parking inconveniences at home make me irrationally angry. Where you end up parking after your spot is taken may not even be that bad, but it's the principle, especially when it's an inconsiderate roommate. That box of useless cables in my closet, you know, the one that has a bunch of old USB cables, RCA cables, even S-video cables, and a shootload of ACK adapters I can't find the ends for. Yeah, that box is mine, and I will never throw it away. Even if it only comes in handy once a year, it'll be damned if it doesn't feel great feeling like a dang hero when your friend or family member needs one of those useless cables for something. Edit. Wow, my first gold. Thanks. When not in use, the microwave is a clock. Stop leaving your unused time on there. You just have to hit the cancel button once. Damn. Close the microwave door after you take your food out. Edit. The microwave is at head height above our stove. If you tell me you are going to defiantly do something, I'm going to picture you doing it with defiance. All angry, marching around pissed off that you had to do it. It's definitely people. Definition in Italy and defi and lie are two completely different words with completely different connotations and definitions. My wife wanted to get rid of the N64 I've had since '97. She said it looks tacky. I'd love her, but frick that edit, sorry for the late edit. I check this every few days. Thanks for the internet points. To be clear, my wife is awesome. Her and the N64 aren't going anywhere. Also, I like Joe Biden. I just have always thought he is a bit of a weirdo. MSG is not dangerous and it's sad. So many people miss out on its deliciousness because of misinformation. I work in a national grocery chain known for its organic foods. My job just started implementing break logs for our 10-minute breaks. We don't have to punch out for them and get 2 per day. Someone was caught taking longer breaks, and instead of talking to said person like an adult, we all have to keep log of our breaks. I'm a grown-ass man and won't sign the logs because I don't believe in collective punishment. When I was younger, I got a job at Subway. The manager was showing me the ropes and told me we take the chicken out right away to thaw before service. All I said was, "You mean to just thaw?" I did not have a job at Subway after that conversation. You lose loose change. Your team did not lose. You did not lose your wallet. You don't have loose change. This is my Waterloo. All water does not taste the same. Edit. Thanks for the silver, you'll let it again. This my first gold on here. Much love. It's here. Here, not here. Here. Get it freaking right. You can clearly taste the difference between Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Don't at me. The woman that sued McDonald's for the dangerously hot coffee was right, and she should say it. I agree, their coffee was above the maximum temperature considered safe and her resulting burns were agonizing, debilitating, and insanely expensive. Also, she lost her original judgment when McDonald's appealed, meaning she endured all that public scrutiny and humiliation, and wasn't compensated for her medical or legal bills. The negligence and greed of a gigantic corporation ruined her life. It is worth pulling all the hardware off of furniture I'm throwing away. I might use it to build something someday, and screws/drawer handles/whatever are expensive. Also, never mind that huge pile of saved up hardware in the garage. My mess is my business. I will go to enormous lengths in order to avoid speaking with someone over the phone. Email, text, go to their office, sit and fume. I don't know why exactly, but I freaking hate it. Push your goddamn chair in when you stand up from the table. And turn off the freaking light when you leave the room. Self-plagiarism is stupid and should not be a form of plagiarism. Since you are inherently giving yourself permission, it's self-referencing. Whoever thinks you're stealing from your own works is a bit of an idiot. My experience of self-plagiarism is that it's a scary sounding way for universities to tell you not to submit an essay with paragraphs completely copied from another essay you've written. It is. I couldn't care less, because if you could care less, that means you care at least one bit, but if you couldn't care less, then it means you do not care at all. Effect vs effect. It pisses me off all the time when people use them wrong. Just this weekend my husband and I got into an argument because he claimed I fell asleep watching YouTube on my phone at 3 AM. I said I went to bed around 12. He's a web developer with a penchant for systems, so went to the home network. It showed no Wi-Fi traffic after 1 AM. Showed him my YouTube history. The thing I was watching was 2 hours long and was paused at 45 minutes in. So Hes wrong, but here it is Wednesday. Hes still but hurt about it and claims I'm gaslighting him. This is such a stupid argument. Edit. I'm on mobile so it auto-corrected gaslighting to gaslightning. Love the comments correcting, making fun of the error it so it stays. We have a great relationship. These stupid arguments that go nowhere are honestly part of being in a long-term relationship. He still kissed me goodbye, told me to have a great day this morning, so nobody is really mad. Just when you're around someone 24/7, gotta keep it interesting somehow, haha. On-premise is not a valid shortening of on-premises. If you are going to be lazy, shorten it to on-prem for frick's sake. I'm an astronomer. I know nothing about your dumbass astrology sign, so stop telling/asking me about it. Flying cars are dumb. The idea is nice until you realize that it's too much responsibility and it costs too much for your average idiot to operate legally and safely. Just because I'm a girl doesn't mean I can't play as a male character in an MMO, and I swear, if I have this argument one more time with a dude that's playing as a female character, I will scream. It's perfectly reasonable to compare apples to oranges. They're both fruits, they are both readily available year-round, and they comprise the two primary breakfast juices. Yeah, it should be something like apples to motor vehicles. Things that are totally unrelated and would not be grouped together under normal circumstances. Principle and principle. If something is against your principles, you should know it does not make sense. If someone had their door closed when you entered their room, close it when you leave. I feel like there's only one person in every household that understands that, and they are the people who keep their door closed. Single-ply toilet paper should not exist. It is a goddamn crime against humanity. Do not salt the food I've made you until you've tried it. 6 years ago I made 6 roast chickens for a community dinner. They were perfectly seasoned. I asked my friend to partition the chicken while I did something else. She poured salt all over my chicken without tasting it. It was way too salty. I was ashamed it was served and fear people judge me for my over salty chick. We remain friends, but a small part of me will never stop hating her till the day I die. Mr. Pepper is not the same as drive. Pepper. I will not drink it. Please let me know if you don't add/offer drive Pepper, and I will choose something else. Improperly installed headlights should be ticketed aggressively. Blinding everyone in the road should be illegal. Edit. Wow, I didn't know this many people felt as strongly about this as I did. Y'all are good company. May your fellow drivers behind you drive dimly. Thank you for the gold/silvers. If you want to give, please donate to a COVID related fund instead and make the world just a little bit better. Especially when they're right behind you. Like, buddy, if there's anything to be seen on this road, trust me, I'm going down first. You'll have plenty of time to react. But I'm only hitting the damn thing because you're literally blinding me, you wagon wheel. Just because you are blood related to someone does not mean you need to care about them, love them, or even like them. Oath. People in my family have this stupid assumption that if they are related to you, they deserve your respect and friendship. I don't care if you're family. If you're a cant, you're a cant. Hayden Christensen's Anakin was brilliantly acted, but poorly written. I hope you realize the irony of choosing Hayden Christensen's Anakin as your hill to die on. Leaving someone on read is not disrespectful in the slightest if there was no question being asked in the previous message. If someone sticks up their middle finger at you, you have been flipped off, not flicked off. Because it was originally called flipping the bird and people misheard flipping for flicking, and you sit wrong all the time. You scratch an itch. You don't itch it. Also, there's no freaking G in sandwich. Sandwich? I never let either of those slide in my house. No way. Stanced cars are freaking stupid. They are dangerous in the best case scenarios. I feel like this bothers hardly anyone but myself. It should be illegal. Same goes for dunks. Monopoly is an inherently unbalanced and badly designed game. On purpose. Whoever starts winning will simply keep winning, and the rest of the players get a slow slog to bankruptcy, and the winner is usually the most ruthless person at the table. This is why it breaks friendships. It was meant to show the unfairness of unregulated capitalism, and somehow it became an American classic. But compared to modern games, it's terrible. Old people should be retested for their driver's license every couple of years. Why not everyone for that matter? Young people / just passed their test maybe drive slow and cautiously, but the older people who can't see for shoot or just no longer have the attention span to look right on the roundabout just once before pulling out. They're everywhere and they're the worst. Old / inattentive people are far more dangerous and cause far more accidents than the 17-year-old doing a one-wheel peel on an empty road at night. Cavalry vs Calvary. You cannot call in the cavalry and the cavalry cannot arrive anywhere. Calvary is a specific biblical location, the hillside where Jesus was crucified. It is in no way interchangeable with the word cavalry, that refers to a group of mobile troops. This is a steak knife with a hardened chunk of peanut butter on it placed on the counter next to the sink. Use our freaking butter knives, and a top ruining my nice set of knives. Don't leave the damn thing out long enough to make washing it even more of a pain in the ass. Rinse your freaking silverware and put it in the dishwasher. How many times do you think I've encountered this? Vanilla ice cream is a decadent and rich flavor. It is absolutely not plain in any way. I will go down with this ship. Could care less is so utterly wrong that it is quite literally the opposite of what you are trying to convey. Edit RIP my inbox. Is this what it's like to be the top post in an AskReddit thread? This is getting weird up here. The words use and utilize are not interchangeable and 99% of the time, use is a better option. Learn to use these words correctly to better utilize the English language. Tomorrow doesn't start until I've slept for the night or the sun comes up. It may be past midnight and the date has changed, but I'll talk to you tomorrow, not later today. Good damn it. Put your shopping cart in a designated area. When you are done with it, don't just leave it in random parking spots. I think the people who don't do this are rude, lazy, and inconsiderate. There was a hill near where I grew up that we called Top of the World, where you could see most of our small town. There was a little gravel parking lot where people could park, and it was maybe a 200-yard walk to the point. Not many people know about it except locals, and it was kind of windy, but if I had to pick a hill then I guess that would be the one. Edit. I'm referencing the Top of the World in Manhattan, Kansas. But after all of the comments and messages today, it seems like lots of small towns have their own Top of the World location. Thank you to everyone for the Reddit awards I didn't even know existed, for the kind words and fun memories today. I'm normally a lurker, but this was fun.